This video was part of a much larger video that I broke into two during editing. So I want to do a small introduction, a short introduction here to kind of bring you up to speed. I think the other video I'm going to entitle Pro-Blackness Means Nothing Without Economic Power. I think that's going to be the title of the first half of this, right? And this is the second half. Now, the video was inspired by a Dr. George Frazier. He's this pro-economic black man, that goes around and that associates everything with the power of economics. Sort of like a Dr. Claude Anderson type of character, right? And he got this viral clip going around where he's giving his little talking points and it's sounding all good. He's getting praised and everybody, ooh, wow, 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 wow. I don't have to prove that what this dude says is wrong. It's already wrong. But I just want to kind of give you some context on why it's wrong. So listen and learn, and I'll see you on the next one. Brother Kush, aka the Black Alpha. Salam. Everything I'm about to say, you already know it to be true. You are a slave. You are a slave to money, to social economics, to status, to politics, to ideology. You have sold your soul to have a place in a world order that you should naturally oppose.
Be black and beautiful means nothing unless you're black and powerful. Let's just get that straight. You cannot be black and proud and niggas too. Okay, that white folks are planning for 3 generations and we're planning for Saturday night, right? Because the whole, brothers and sisters, is to win, not to look like we're winning. I would rather carry a plastic bag with $5,000 in it than to carry a $5,000 Louis Vuitton bag with $100 in it. You ain't winning. Louis Vuitton is winning, Nike is winning, Gucci is winning, Armani is winning. You ain't winning. We are the consumption class, they are the merchant class. They make stuff, we buy stuff. It is interesting to me that the rich stay rich by pretending to be poor, and the poor stay poor by pretending to be rich. Right? We got this shit ass backwards, that by 2053, 10 years after the majority becomes the minority, if nothing changes among African Americans, household median wealth will be zero. Zero. In effect, we will have worked our way into a second slavery, trying to operate in a market-based economy and a democratic capitalistic society without money. Let's see how that works for you.
See, the fight that we have is to awaken all Americans up to the fact that we are all in the same boat together. As long as we talk about this like it's a black issue, nobody else is going to care. We got to start broadening this language out because we are all in this situation together. But we can't see that we are all in it together. For some reason, we think that we're the only ones that go to the store and buy stuff. It's the silly, it's dumbfounding when I hear people talk like that and hear these dudes, ooh, you hear me? Ooh, he spit nothing but facts. Ooh, that's true. It is not true. None of it's true. It just leans sort of true. For instance, I'm gonna give you another example of something that seemed true. I'd rather have a plastic bag with $5,000 in it than a Louis Vuitton bag, a $5,000 Louis bag with $100 in it. Okay, that's a good one. But do you know who have the most Louis bags and all this stuff? The elite aspirants. They're the most materialistic blacks we got. Do you know the kinds of blacks that walk around want everybody to think they're rich when they're not? The elite aspirants. They're the most leveraged, financially leveraged people we got. They got the good credit. Pookie and Ray Ray don't have good credit. To stunt, you need credit. You either need a lot of money to stunt or you need some damn good credit. And the elite aspirants are the ones with the credit. So the very kinds of black folks that he's talking about that's really keeping up with the Joneses are not the ones you think of when he talk about the Louis bag with the $100 in it. You think about the mofo in the ghetto who took their income tax return check and went bought a damn bag, or took their stimulus check and went bought a purse. You thinking about them, and that's fine, because them fools did do stuff like that, right? But these are people that could never afford the purse otherwise. These are people that just could never afford, and they got the money, they could finally get something they wanted, and they went and got something they wanted. I wouldn't have did it, but I mean, am I really mad at them? I can't say I am. I honestly can't say I'm. It's their life, bro. They only got one life to live. If that handbag or whatever was that important to them, more power to them. You know, more power to them. They had a lot of guys that have families that decided to buy the whole family bikes. I mean, I never seen so many new bikes like it was Christmas during COVID. You know, they bought them with stimulus checks. So I mean, a lot of people did things that they couldn't otherwise do with those stimulus checks, man. I mean, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you can't knock people, you know. But the point is the elite aspirants are the ones driving cars that they really should not be driving. They're the ones living in apartment buildings that they really should not be living in, paying $5,000 a month rent and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones trying to live like they're rich, trying to look like they're rich when they're not rich. But we don't think about those people. See, when he said that, you didn't think about the college educated blacks. You didn't think about them, but they do that the most. They're the ones doing that the most, but you didn't think about them. I'm gonna go down the list. He said you cannot be black and proud and niggas too. That's kind of, see, that's neither here nor there, because first of all, we not black and we all niggas.
What?
We niggas. We nagas, right? That's who we are. We nagas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is just a derivative of nagas. That's who we are, the kings. That is who we are. That's ancient Hebrew, Amharic Hebrew actually, and it's still spoken in parts of the world. That is who we are. Look up the book, Keber the Nagas. I think that's what it's called, Keber the Nagas, the Book of the Kings. You can look it up, right? You know what I'm saying? That's who we are. But we are not black. We are not black, but we are Nagas. So he got that backwards, but that's a result of his education. He said white folks are planning for 3 generations and we're planning for Saturday night. White folks do not plan for 3 generations, people. You're confusing these major corporations and you're confusing the ones that are actually in power and in control with the average white person. They're not the same. White people do not plan for 3 generations. White people are trying to survive day by day just like the rest of us. See, y'all don't even live around white people. Y'all don't even live around white people with money. I live around white people that have $1 million homes. And over the course of living in this community for over 15 years, I have met and watched hundreds of them downsize from the $1 million homes. Downsize. Because they couldn't afford them no more. I watched it. I watched them go from $1 million homes to apartments. So y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're not planning 3 generations down. They trying to live day by day just like everybody else. They're struggling financially just like everybody else. We give these people way too much credit and we do it at the expense of us. We elevate everybody at the expense of us. We make it sound like we so dumb and stupid and downtrodden and everybody else is so great and smart. And the truth is, we are all literally sitting in the same boat together. Together. He said, the goal is to win and not to look like we're winning. There is no winning inside this thing, man. You cannot play somebody else's game and win. You cannot play a game that somebody else control and win. You cannot, there's no winning inside of this. The only way to win is to get out of this system. That's it. The only way to really be free is to get out of this system. The deeper we go in, the more we invest in it, the worse off we have become. I mean, it's evident. Like I said, he started 30 years ago. I can see the difference. The more we invested in this system, the more blacks vote, the more blacks go to college, the more blacks, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the worse off we gotten. We have not gotten better. Because, you know, the stats are out there now. We know people ain't making that kind of money. I mean, that's one thing. The IRS got the data, right? If you want to see what people, what the median income is, or what the average household income is, you can see it. And you can see the percentage of people that make above a certain amount of money. And you already know that in that, you can see the percentage of how many of them are black. They got it all broke down. So this is not a mystery. We don't have a lot of blacks that make a lot of money, but we got a lot of blacks that live in $1 million neighborhoods. How is that? How is that? Because they make good money and they leverage themselves. They working their butts off to pay for a house that they never can enjoy. Never even home long enough to enjoy because they gotta work. Come on, man. There is no winning inside this game. See, that's crazy. He said Nike and Louis and all this Gucci, Armani, they winning, you're not. But see, Gucci, Armani, all this stuff. First of all, some of them are actually European companies. They're not even American companies at all. And next, they don't represent the average white person. See, y'all, again, we associate everything good with all white people, and we associate everything bad with all black people. That's why y'all got such a problem with Pookie and Shaniqua. Like y'all don't see them white folks standing at the intersections with them signs trying to beg for money. Y'all don't see that, huh? Like y'all don't go to your homeless shelter. Go to your food shelter in the nearest city. And look, especially if you don't live in a quote unquote inner city. If you don't live in the inner city, you live in a suburb somewhere, go to the homeless shelter near your area. Go look at all the white people in there. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me. He said, we are the consumption class, they are the merchant class. I already debunked that, right? He said, the rich stay rich by pretending to be poor, and the poor stay poor by pretending to be rich. Not true. The rich do not stay rich by pretending to be poor. They just don't want nothing. What? Us black folks, we think everything is about money. And I try to get y'all to see all the time that these people don't care about money. Money is literally a weapon. That's all it is. It's a tool. They don't care about money because they don't want nothing. You had the Koch brothers, right? One of them died a couple of years ago. The other one's still alive. They're the ones who try to resegregate the schools in the South. These men, one of them was worth like 50 billion, other worth like 70, 80 billion, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it was like buku money, right? And with all the money they got, they around here worried about resegregating schools. Something that their ancestors, descendants don't have to worry about at all. At all. It's like, why would you worry about that? Because this is the wickedness of these people. Because they was also trying to raise the age for the Social Security money, right? And they had this old white lady. Actually, everybody being interviewed was white. And this old white lady said, why are 2 billionaires concerned with our Social Security money? And I remember looking at my wife and said, that's the question that niggas don't ask. Why are 2 billionaires, multi-billionaires, concerned with Social Security, something that they have nothing to do with, something that's not going to hurt them or impact them in no way, shape, or form? Because these people are evil. Money is a tool. This is how Bill Gates is able to buy a farmland that we need to eat off so he can give us genetically modified food with already pre-installed vaccines and stuff in it. This is evil. These people are devils, and the monetary system is what allowed them to do what they do. And the monetary system is upheld by government. It's all in the system. These are all cogs within this machine. And this dummy talk about winning. There is no winning within this thing, man. There is no winning. There is nothing you are going to be able to do within this system to change the system. You'd think a man with a PhD would understand that. Look, man, I'm done with it, bro. I'm done with it. You know, again, I'll play that clip because y'all like stuff like that. I knew I'll bait y'all in with that. Oh, man, he spit fire. No, he didn't. He sound like a damn fool. Come on, man, we got to get away from these people, man. The money don't matter, bro, if you don't increase your character. There will be no collective economics. We don't have a collective. There's no group economic power and we have no group. Nothing Dr. George Fraser said was true. Some of the stuff sort of sound okay. Some of the stuff could have been true given a certain set of circumstances. But I'm talking about just true. Under certain nuance, some of the stuff he said is true. And that's a problem. Think about it, man. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, I'm out of here. I'm Brother Kush, a.k.a. The Black Elf. Salam.